Ever wondered how cats apologize to humans? Most people think they do not, but the truth is, they do. They just do it in ways that look nothing like what you would expect, and that is the problem. Because if you miss those moments, or worse, punish them for it, you could be rejecting the only way your cat knows how to say sorry. Let us start with the one signal hiding in plain sight. Number 1. They stare at you and blink really slowly. Have you ever caught your cat staring at you after doing something wrong and then slowly closing their eyes? Most people know that slow blinking means trust, but what almost nobody talks about is what happens inside your cat's brain in the seconds before that blink. When your cat senses tension in the room, maybe you raised your voice, maybe your body language shifted, their amygdala fires a stress response. Their instinct is to flee or freeze, but instead of running, they choose to stay, look at you, and deliberately shut their eyes. Think about what that actually means. A predator is choosing to go blind in front of a threat. That is not casual. That is a calculated emotional risk. A 2020 study from the University of Sussex confirmed that cats use slow blinking intentionally as a social signal. But what the study also revealed is that cats who received slow blinks back showed measurably lower cortisol levels, which means your response literally changes their body chemistry. When you blink back, their stress drops. When you ignore it or stay frustrated, their brain registers it as a failed attempt at repair. And here is the part that should hit you. If your cat keeps offering slow blinks after conflict and never gets one back, over time they stop trying. They do not escalate, they just go quiet. And that silence is not peace. That is a cat who gave up on apologizing to you. And later in this video, I will get to one apology signal that looks almost human, and it is the one most owners accidentally punish their cat for. Stay with me on that one. Number 2. They headbutt you out of nowhere. Have you ever been sitting on the couch, maybe still a little annoyed at your cat, and out of nowhere they walk up and press their head right into your face or your hand? Most people laugh it off or think their cat just wants attention. But what if that headbutt is actually your cat trying to fix what just broke between you two? Cats have scent glands concentrated around their forehead, cheeks, and chin. When they press their head against you, they are depositing pheromones onto your skin. It is called bunting, and in a calm everyday moment, yes, it is affection. But when it happens right after conflict, the meaning changes completely. See, when tension fills a room, your cat can literally smell the shift. Stress hormones change your scent, and to a cat who relies on scent the way we rely on facial expressions, that change feels like the bond is breaking. So what do? They walk up and remark you. They are not just being sweet, they are overriding the tension with their own scent, restoring the chemical signature that tells their brain, this person is still mine and I am still theirs. What makes this even more powerful is that while cats can bunt casually, even with strangers, the timing is what matters. When your cat headbutts you specifically after tension, after you've scolded them or raised your voice, that is not random affection. That is intentional. They are telling you in the most primal way they can that they refuse to let the bond dissolve. And hey, if your cat has ever done something like this and you are only now realizing what it meant, hit like and subscribe. Let us make sure more cat owners stop missing these moments. Number 3. They drop their favorite toy at your feet. Have you ever been upset with your cat and then randomly found a toy sitting right next to you? Maybe on the couch, maybe by your feet, maybe right on your lap. Most owners just toss it aside or think their cat wants to play. But what if your cat just handed you the most valuable thing they own and you threw it away? Cats are not like dogs. They do not fetch to please you. When a cat brings you something, there is always a reason. And while hunting instinct plays a role in some situations, behaviorists have observed something fascinating. When a cat drops an object near their owner after a period of tension, the behavior mirrors what is called a reconciliation offering in animal social dynamics. They are not asking you to play. They are offering something of value to restore the relationship. Think about it from their perspective. Your cat has a favorite toy, the one they carry around, the one they guard, the one they sleep next to, and in the middle of an emotional disconnect between you two, they pick it up, walk over, and place it at your feet. That is not random. That is sacrifice. They are giving you the one thing that brings them comfort because they are hoping it brings you comfort too. So next time you find a random toy next to you after a rough moment, do not ignore it. Pick it up. Acknowledge your cat, because that little gesture might be the bravest apology they have ever made. Number 4. They start licking your hands or face. Have you ever noticed your cat suddenly grooming you right after a tense moment? Maybe they hop on your lap and start licking your fingers, your chin, even your nose. Most people think it is just a quirky cat thing, but there is a reason this behavior shows up specifically after conflict, and it is more meaningful than you think. In cat colonies, mutual grooming, called allogrooming, is one of the most important social behaviors. But here's what most people do not know. Cats do not groom every cat in the group. Studies on feral colonies have shown that grooming is highly selective. Cats only do it with individuals they have a strong social bond with. It's not about hygiene, it's a tool for maintaining relationships and reducing tension within the group. And here's a detail that makes it even deeper. When cats groom each other to resolve tension, researchers have observed that it actually lowers heart rate in both cats involved, which means when your cat licks your hand after conflict, their own body is calming down through the act of repairing the bond with you. It's not just emotional, it's physiological. Apologizing to you is literally how they self-regulate their stress. Number 5. They roll over and expose their belly. Have you ever scolded your cat and watched them immediately flop over and show you their stomach? Most owners think their cat is being playful, or worse, that they do not care about what just happened. But that belly exposed might be the most misunderstood apology in the entire cat world. A cat's belly houses their most vital organs. In the wild, no cat would ever willingly expose that area unless they felt completely safe or unless they were deliberately making themselves vulnerable to de-escalate a threat. And when your cat rolls over right after tension, that is exactly what they are doing. They are not playing, they are surrendering. It is the cat equivalent of putting both hands up and saying, "I am not a threat, please do not be upset with me." This is where it gets important. Most owners see the belly and instinctively reach down to rub it. And what happens? The cat swipes, scratches, or bites. Now the owner thinks the cat was being manipulative or aggressive, but the truth is, the cat was never asking to be touched. They were asking to be forgiven. Rubbing the belly in that moment violates the very vulnerability they just offered you. And to the cat, it feels like a betrayal of the trust they were trying to rebuild. So what should you do instead? Simply stay calm, lower your voice, maybe offer a slow blink back. Let your cat know that you received the message without turning their apology into a reason to grab at their most protected area. That small shift in how you respond can completely change how safe your cat feels repairing things with you. Number 6. They follow you everywhere without a sound. Have you ever noticed that after something tense happens, your cat just starts appearing wherever you go? Not meowing, not rubbing against you, not asking for food, just quietly sitting in the same room as you, watching from a distance. Most people do not even register it, but this is the apology signal I told you about earlier, the one that looks almost human, and it is the one most owners completely miss. Cats are solitary by nature. When they want space, they disappear. They have no problem walking away from any situation, any person, any room. So when a cat chooses to do the opposite, when they follow you from the kitchen to the bedroom to the bathroom without making a single sound, that is not clingy behavior. That is a deliberate decision to stay close to you during emotional discomfort. Behavioral researchers describe this as proximity maintenance. It is a strategy also seen in bonded primates after conflict. Instead of vocalizing or making physical contact, the individual simply reduces distance and waits. They are saying, "I'm not going to force this, but I'm not leaving either. I will be here until things feel right again." And if you really think about it, we do the same thing after a fight with someone we love. Sometimes we do not say anything. We just sit in the same room. We make coffee. We exist nearby. No words, no grand gesture, just presence. Your cat is doing the exact same thing, and the fact that an animal who could easily walk away and be perfectly fine alone is choosing to stay near you in silence should tell you everything about what you mean to them. Why these apologies matter so much changes how you handle conflict with them. These 6 behaviors are not random, they are deliberate attempts at repair that come from a place of genuine care about your relationship. When your cat slow blinks after tension, they are literally making themselves vulnerable to reconnect. When they headbutt you, they are chemically repairing the bond. When they bring you their toy, they are offering you their most precious possession. When they groom you, they are physically calming both of you down. When they expose their belly, they are surrendering completely. When they follow you silently, they are choosing connection over solitude. Every single one of these is your cat saying, "I do not want things to be broken between us. Please let me fix this." What happens when you miss these signs? The heartbreaking truth is that most cat owners miss these apology signals completely. They stay angry. They ignore the slow blink. They push away the headbutt. They throw the toy. They grab the belly. They shut the door when their cat follows them. And every time they do this, their cat learns something painful. They learn that apologizing does not work. They learn that trying to repair the bond gets rejected. They learn that their owner does not understand their language. Over time, this creates distance. The cat stops trying to apologize. They stop seeking comfort after conflict. They start hiding more. They become more withdrawn. They lose trust. And the owner wonders why their cat is not affectionate anymore, why their cat avoids them, why their cat seems cold or distant. But the truth is, the cat tried. The cat apologized in every way they knew how, and every apology was rejected. How to respond the right way. Now that you know how cats apologize, you can respond appropriately. And your response is everything. It determines whether the bond repairs or breaks further. When your cat slow blinks after tension, blink back slowly. Match their gesture. Let them know their apology was received. When they headbutt you, let them. Do not push them away. Let them remark you. Let them restore the bond chemically. When they bring you a toy, pick it up. Acknowledge it. Maybe toss it gently once or twice. Show them their offering was accepted. When they lick your hand, stay still. Let them groom you. Let them regulate their stress through repairing your connection. When they expose their belly, do not touch it. Just lower your voice. Soften your energy. Let them know you are no longer a threat. When they follow you silently, let them. Do not shut them out. Let them maintain proximity until they feel safe again. These responses take almost no effort, but to your cat, they mean everything. They mean their apology was heard. They mean the bond can heal. They mean you understand them. The truth about cat emotions. For too long, people have believed that cats do not care about their relationships with humans, that they are cold, independent, aloof. But science is proving otherwise. Cats form genuine attachments. They experience stress when bonds are damaged. They actively work to repair relationships. They have emotional needs that go far beyond food and shelter. And these 6 apology behaviors are proof of all of that. A cat who did not care would not slow blink after conflict, would not headbutt to restore the bond, would not offer their favorite toy, would not groom you to calm down, would not make themselves vulnerable, would not follow you in silence. Every apology is evidence that your cat values your relationship, that they feel distress when things are broken, that they want to fix it, that they love you in their own way. What this means for your relationship. When you start recognizing and responding to these apology signals, your entire relationship with your cat changes. The bond deepens, trust grows, communication improves. Your cat learns that apologizing works, that trying to repair the bond gets a positive response, that you understand their language. And with that understanding comes more confidence, more affection, more willingness to stay close even when things are difficult. You will notice your cat recovering from conflict faster, being more resilient, more trusting, more connected. And you will feel different too. You will see your cat as the emotionally complex being they truly are. You will appreciate the effort they put into maintaining your relationship. You will feel honored that this independent creature chooses to apologize to you. Final thoughts. Your cat is trying to apologize to you right now. Maybe not at this exact moment, but they have tried before, and they will try again. The question is, will you recognize it this time? Will you slow blink back? Will you accept the headbutt? Will you pick up the toy? Will you let them groom you? Will you honor the vulnerable belly? Will you let them follow you? These are not grand gestures. They are quiet, subtle, easy to miss. But they are real. They are meaningful. They are your cat's way of saying, "I am sorry. Please do not give up on us." If you found this helpful, please share it with other cat owners who need to understand this. Subscribe to our channel for more insights into cat behavior and communication, and leave a comment telling us which apology signal you finally recognized in your own cat. Your cat has been apologizing all along. Now you finally know what to look for.